This your boy didn't know about back on another video. Say, man, Caitlin Clark just officially saved the WNBA and actually gave it a future. Caitlin Clark just made the biggest decision in the history of women's sports by declaring for the WNBA draft when she could have went back to Iowa for another year, kind of like what Paige Beckers did. And I'm saying she's saving the WNBA because, for one, she didn't have to go, and for two, she didn't have to go. She could have stayed at Iowa and made more money next year than she would have in the WNBA. But I think she made the right decision just because she already capped it at Iowa. Yes, we was interested this year. We're still interested. But if she went back for another year, how more interested will we be? She's going at the right time, and she's still going with her sponsorships intact. She's going with her legacy intact. And don't let her win no championship at Iowa. Then she would have done everything she needed to do at Iowa and going back for another year after all that would have just been redundant, and she probably would have been a less of a star. Now, the WNBA could possibly still drop the ball, but hopefully they won't. And it's to the point where Caitlin Clark is so big, as long as she's good, they can't. If you look at the Indiana Fever, I think they have Kelsey Mitchell over there. They have Aaliyah Boston over there. And I can't forget forgetting the other girl's name, but they have a very good young core with bigs. They have a veteran guard that can play point. And now if you add Caitlin Clark over there, this is just the perfect basketball decision for her and a perfect basketball situation for her. So all in all, I think Caitlin Clark is going to be a star wherever she plays basketball because I think she's that special. And like I said, she has nothing else to prove. And going to the Indiana Fever with this current young roster already intact. Matter of fact, let me look up and see what who's already on the Indiana Fever roster because I know Aaliyah Boston's over there. And we forget how good Aaliyah Boston is. She's just not as her talent is not as tantalizing as Caitlin Clark. But you know, I think this was a great move for Caitlin. And I'm kind of upset. I'm not even gonna say I'm upset with Paige Beckers, but Paige Beckers was looking at the immediate. Caitlin Clark is looking at the long term. This is reminiscent of what Magic and Larry Bird how they reignited the NBA. This is what this is reminding me of, and we forgetting how bad the NBA ratings was doing in this 25th, 26th year. The WNBA is only in its 25th, 26th year. So I made a video on this in the past, but Caitlin Clark has just made it official, and she's going to the WNBA draft. And I just had to speak on it because I think this is a win-win for her and the W. And my thing is how much jealousy is going to be involved because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the players in the WNBA are going to be as accepting of her, if that makes sense. But yeah, she's going to a team with Nalissa Smith, Erica Wheeler, Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hull, Kelsey Mitchell. So adding a dynamic guard like that will already, I think this is a ready-made team. Playoffs, if Caitlin Clark is who we think she is. Now she has to hit the ground running. She has to. That's going to be the biggest thing because we're going to tune in for that year one. But if she sucks, this could set the WNBA back even further. I don't think it's possible for her to suck, but then anything is possible. But I think you surrounded her with a Nalissa Smith, a stretch four, a pick and roll threat in Aaliyah Boston, low post scorer. You got a defender and pretty much do it all guard in Lexi Hull, and then you got a scoring veteran guard in Kelsey Mitchell. I think this is the perfect basketball situation for her. I think she understands that. And I just think this is great for WNBA, great for women's sports, because regardless of what she's going to make in salary, she's going to make up for it in endorsements and viewership. The viewership that Caitlin Clark is about to provide for the WNBA is going to be absolutely crazy. And I'm to the point where I'm excited now because I think this was the biggest story for women's sports. If Caitlin Clark wouldn't have went to the WNBA draft, that would have been a terrible look for them. The fact that she's going and she's giving this league a chance and she's willing to inject this league with viewership in eyes, I think it's just big for the W. And I hope women come out and applaud Caitlin Clark for what she's doing, because this is a big decision. Like I said, she could have ran from it. This is the definition of not running from the grind, because it's gonna be a grind, because what she's worth versus what she's going to be getting paid in salary is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I think she might get to the point where she's going to be out earning the WNBA as a whole combined. I think she's going to be that big of a star. She's that special of a talent. She has to produce, but I think she will, and I think this is the perfect situation for her. But this your boy Diddy Knows Ball. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how y'all feel about Caitlin Clark. Let me know how y'all feel about the decision she just made. Should she have went back to Iowa? Is it good that she's going to the WNBA? How will the WNBA receive her in year one? How will the viewership will be? How do you think she's going to perform in her first year? Let's just start a conversation, because I feel like this is just very interesting for women's sports, and it's only up from here. But this is your boy Diddy Knows Ball. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can look comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.